we and shit. So we've gotten the engine back from Arundel's cylinder heads. They have pretty much gone and rebuilt everything in it. So we've got brand new main bearings. Pretty much everything in the bottom end is finished. Literally everything, every part is replaced. All the bits and pieces, new water pump, new oil pump has been fully refurbished. So we did we never planned to do it. We were going to put the stock pistons back in this thing, the GTE turbo pistons. But after a bit of a chat with Arundel cylinder heads, we thought it'd probably be best that we went forged and just did it, you know, ready to go straight off the bat. So forged pistons, forged rods. It's literally, this whole engine has been built from ground up, and it is being ready to put back in the car. So the reason that there has been a little bit of a delay with the series and the way that we've been doing things is we are actually having the same problems as our customers. We were actually waiting 8 weeks for a set of rods to come in, and because of that, everything had to pause because we are not necessarily magicians, just a little bit. So yeah, we put it all back together now. The pistons and rods did come in, so we're kind of on the final stages here. We've got to just bolt up all the fun looking stuff to the engine now. Exhaust manifold gasket. We're still waiting for that one to come in. Should be today or tomorrow. Then the exhaust manifold will go on. GTX 3584. Beautiful, will be sitting right there. On the cold side here will be the inlet manifold from Plasma Man. So once this engine is fully bolted up, then we are getting ready to put it straight back into the car and get this thing humming down the street. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the engine here. Look at that. So this paint job, this is like the Mona Lisa of paint jobs. We chose a BMW color here. So it's a BMW chestnut brown. It is, normally comes out in like 7 Series BMWs, like the real big ones. And we thought, because of this car and because of the size of it and because of how it looks so, you know, the word I'm looking for, luxurious. We thought we may as well put a nice color through it. We need to put a nice brown. We need to make it look, you know, make it pop. And that's where the chestnut brown came along. So it was a little bit harder than originally expected to get this color though. We talked to our painter and he actually said that he was unable to get the color because BMW do not disclose the code to be able to put that, I guess, to mix up that paint color there. So we had to do a little bit of due diligence. I gave BMW a call, asked for the paint code, and they then referred me to another person that does all their smash repairs, and then that's where we came. And lo and behold, the car has been painted a chestnut brown. It does look good under light. In the sun, it absolutely pops. So pretty much it was an open door respray. So you'll be able to see, if you look within the vehicle here, all the doors, the inners of the doors, like the door seals, I think that's the word I'm looking for. All the door seals have been painted. The doors themselves have been painted. Then obviously everything else in the vehicle has been painted as well. So it is pretty much, you'd say, like a brand new car. The paint job was exceptional. It was done down in Mullumbimby, somewhere down south in New South Wales, by a great man, Corey. Thank you, Corey, for that. And yeah, once everything's all together and the wheels are on and the paint and the height and the beautiful. It's gonna be absolutely perfect. You may be wondering, why are the boys tinkering with the doors like this? Well, there was a mishap, to put it bluntly. What happened was, the boys spent 2 weeks sanding, prepping, beautifying. They were pizzazzing the car, let's say that. And we were taking the car down to Mullumbimby. We didn't have the door strikers in the car. So the car was loaded on backwards to the trailer, probably the first mistake we made. We didn't want the bonnet to fly up. Okay, we get it. Bonnet's hard to replace, but car was on backwards As we were driving down the road, or not even down the road, down the highway, the car ended up spreading its wings like an albatross, and a disaster struck. The door bent backwards like a banana, and all the hard work that we did, well, the boys did, kind of went down the hill, went down the drain, and all the doors then had to be replaced because, well, they're fucked. So we have to go and buy new doors. That did actually cause another bit of a delay. We were meant to have doors in for this car. The car was meant to be painted out of paint within a week. It took about 2.5 weeks. We had to buy 4 new doors. Those 4 doors had to be prepped again, and they had to be put back on the car, fully realigned, and yeah, so it wasn't inconvenience. But the boys have to get back on the car, putting the wiring all back through the doors, because when we bought the new doors, whack shit, the guys just fucking chopped. They just chopped the wire. Why would you cut the wire? What's wrong with you? If you go like a little bit further into this thing, there's a friggin' plug and you can just unplug the thing. So now the boys have to put all this wiring back in the doors to make sure that the windows and stuff work, because windows and stuff. Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Hello, Blake. How are you today? Would you like to suck on my circuits?
From here, the boys continue to rewire the car, while Tony, Giorgio and Adam were discussing how to incorporate some graffiti into the bonnet of the Lexus. Soon after, we copped a visit from Campbell and Casey from the Livin organisation. Giorgio gave them both a quick tour of the place before giving them an update on the Lexus.
So, we've got something a little bit special today at the workshop. We've got Campbell and Casey from Livin down. We actually teamed up with Livin for this giveaway. We're going to be, doing something a little bit special with these guys, and we brought them down today so they can explain a little bit about Livin and I guess what Livin's all about here.
Well, Livin started in 2013 after we lost a great man. My best mate Dwayne led to suicide. Dwayne lived with depression and bipolar for a number of years, and the stigma kept him quiet and prevented him from accessing the wonderful support that's out there in this country. It also prevented him from sort of communicating with the people in his life how he truly felt, because he felt different, he felt alienated, and he didn't want to be a burden. And this is all because of that word stigma. After his tragic passing, we were confronted by the shocking statistics that surround mental health and suicide in this country. And at the time, we were losing 8 people every single day to suicide, with suicide being the leading cause of death between the ages of 15 and 44. And 1 in 4 people living with some form of mental illness in any given year. And we're hearing stories of people just like Dwayne, the life of the party, from the outside looking in, they had the perfect life, but they were fighting these internal struggles, and they just didn't want to be a burden, and they didn't know where to go for help. And they didn't know how to access that support, so that's why we started Livin. We now go around the country delivering education into schools, workplaces, sporting clubs, pretty much anywhere, delivering the warning signs and symptoms, how to get help, where to get help, how to start that conversation with a friend or a family member that may be struggling, how to start that conversation if you yourself are struggling, how to practice self-care, and all while normalising that conversation so people feel comfortable and confident in accessing support when and where they need it. Well, we have our merchandise that also, they're conversation starters. People become walking, talking billboards. We have community-based events that bring people together, get people, talking to each other, building those communities and those support networks. And then we have wonderful fundraisers such as this, where we're blown away by the team at FAF. I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about. What I will say is that we are very impressed by everything. It looks amazing, and we can't wait to see the finished product.
If you guys want to learn more about Livin, head over to livin.org, where you can pick up merch, go show your support, get involved, or even donate. Now the FAF Lexus GS300 will be given away tomorrow. Entries have officially closed. If you didn't manage to get a ticket in time, not to worry, you can still attend the event. Come on down, all the information will be linked in the description.